This Week in Wrestling. Knuckles Nelson with Tony G and Dylan Cage, victorious here on This Week in Wrestling.
Yeah.
And very articulate there, Tone. And, you know, we have a lot of things to talk about, but the biggest thing that we want to get to right now is June 16th, Saturday night, at the Pavilion Center in Salisbury. Wrestling Star Wars makes its debut. Take it away.
I'll tell you, big things are going to happen that day, and I'm going to be the new commissioner. That's guaranteed. And it's going to, all hell's going to break loose, and it's going to be funny as all hell.
Well, if you were
and plus, right, I'll have my cape, and I'll wear my top hat.
Well, listen, if you were appointed commissioner of Wrestling Star Wars, what is the first thing you would do as acting commissioner?
Acting commissioner, I make sure no one gets hurt, number one. That's one of my rules. And I make sure everything is on the up and up. That's another rule. And I tell you, no using pole sticks. Anybody who uses a pole, they're out.
Man.
So that's final.
So you're going to lay down the law?
I am. I'm very serious. I've never been this serious in my life. And I'll tell you, all hell is going to break loose if there's any foul play. I mean it when I say it.
Well, let me ask you another question.
What?
If you are appointed the commissioner of Wrestling Star Wars, if you win, where would you like to see us have the celebration, the election-winning celebration dinner? What restaurant would you like to see that happen at?
That will happen when I'm appointed. We'll have a restaurant. My Familia. That's where we're going. My Familia with the whole camera crew at My Familia. What's going to happen.
Where is My Familia located?
Boston, Massachusetts.
What street?
In the North End.
On what street?
Salem Street.
In the North End.
Right.
Now, if you go there, can you get good pasta there?
You can get delicious pasta there. You got meatballs as big as softball.
And what about if you want to go for a good steak? Where do you go?
Martin's in Chicago, all the way. If you're going to fly to Chicago, which I want to do very soon, I want to go to the Chop House in the worst way. And if I get there, it's going to be a great steak.
Well, what makes the steak so good?
And you know what is good steak too? I'll tell you something else. What a good steak is go to, believe it or not, Outback Steakhouse. That's number 2 on my list.
Can you get a steak with a hot center?
You bet your life you can, because Tony G comes in there and will demand a hot center. And when I demand something, I get it 9 times out of 10.
Well, I would say...
And I tell you, it will happen. I mean it with all my heart.
That's why you should be the commissioner of Wrestling Star Wars and This Week in Wrestling. Now, June 16th, Brian Day, Astro Man, Dylan Cage, Donnie Ryan, Kid USA, they're all going to be there. A lot of people say that Memorial Day weekend kicks off summer at Salisbury Beach. But I know, and Big Woody knows, that when summer really starts is when Tony G is back on the beach.
And that's a fact, Jack. Take that to the bank. Now, and that's it. I mean it, baby. Take it home. Salisbury's my home, really. Down deep in my heart. And I mean it. And not the end of it. This is you. Not the end of it. This is definitely for you. You're going to get a big laugh out of this one. And we're going to have one of our matches at North Andover High School. I promise you, North Andover, it will happen.
Tony, get a grip on yourself. We're going to go to the top 10 now here on This Week in Wrestling. And what I'd like to do is when I mention the wrestler, you can tell me exactly what you think of that wrestler, okay? Coming in at New England heavyweight wrestling champion is B.A.D. Brian A. Day.
Fantastic. He's a fantastic individual. And I'll tell you something, Brian Day, I wish you all the luck in the world. You're taking the pipe, baby.
And Brian Day is actually a personal friend of yours, isn't he?
Yeah, yes, he is. And I tell you, I wish him all the luck in the world.
Prince Albert is also a personal friend of yours too, right?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. We partied at his house many times.
I'll tell you, that's very impressive credentials, the guys you're hanging around with there. The television champion is Astro Man. Astro
Man is another coming up. He's been around. He's been to San Juan, Puerto Rico like I have been. And I tell you, San Juan, are you ready for me?
Tony. Oh, let's get back to the top 10, brother. We'll save those Hooters stories for another time. This is a G-rated program, my friend. Coming in at number 1, Kid USA, Jay Gillette. Coming in at number 2 is Dylan Cage.
Dylan Cage, he has to prove something to the great one. He has proved it. But I tell you, that kid can be somewhere.
Do you know there's a wrestler in the World Wrestling Federation that calls himself The Rock, who says he's the great one? And I want to make a correction right now. The great one is sitting right next to me.
The
and it's
great
Tony
one is
Giuliano.
Here, baby! Here! There's the great one!
Tone, let's get back to the top 10, okay? Coming in at number 3 is Curtis Slam Dog. Coming in at number 4 is Rick Fuller. Coming in at number 5 is The Mercenary. Coming in at number 6 is Ron Zombie. Coming in at number 7 is Rush. Coming in at number 8 is Pepsi Boy. Coming in at number 9 is Donnie Rotten. And coming in at number 10 is Big Woody. Big Woody hasn't had a match in 5 months. What's he doing on the top 10 list?
Well, I think we got to do something on June 16th. You know what that is?
Do tell.
We're going to have, everybody's going to be in the ring. We're going to have, what do they call it there?
Battle Royal.
Battle Royal. And see if Big Woody can do what he's supposed to do. And that's it in a nutshell. And that will happen.
And we're going to wrap up the show right now. And Tony G, I'd like to thank you for being on the show with us this week.
It's a pleasure to be here, Mr. Knuckles Nelson. And I'll tell you, June 16th, we'll be there with the cape, with the tights.
And with the top hat.
With the top hat.
All right, that's going to do it right here. We'll see you next week on This Week in Wrestling.